Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In a world where emotions can feel like turbulent waves, how do we find our anchor? Join us as we explore 7 Stoic lessons that hold the key to mastering your emotions and navigating life's storms with unwavering resolve. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you liked the video to support the continued spread of Stoic philosophy. If you're not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Lesson number 1. Understand what's in your control. Have you ever found yourself caught in a storm? Not one with rain and thunder, but the storms of life. Unexpected events, disappointments, or sudden changes. The Stoics, philosophers from ancient Greece and Rome, offer a lesson that acts like an anchor in these storms. The dichotomy of control. Imagine planning an outdoor event. Despite all your preparations, it rains. You can't control the weather, but you can control your reaction. You could lament and get frustrated, or you could adapt, perhaps moving the event indoors or seeing the rain as a refreshing change. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who rose from slavery to become one of the most influential thinkers of his time, succinctly said, "Some things are in our control and others are not." This simple yet profound wisdom can transform our lives. Every day, we face countless situations. Some we can influence, like our routines, the books we read, or the company we keep. Many, however, are beyond our grasp. Global events, others' actions, the passage of time, and yes, the weather. The Stoics believe that our well-being doesn't depend on external events, but on how we interpret and respond to them. It's not the event itself, but our judgment about it that causes our emotions. Think back to a time you faced a setback. Maybe you didn't get a job you wanted. Initially, it felt like a disaster, but over time, you might have realized it was a blessing in disguise, leading to better opportunities or personal growth. To practice this, start by asking yourself, is this something I have control over? If yes, take action. If no, it's an opportunity to practice acceptance and adaptability. By truly understanding and internalizing this principle, we can free ourselves from unnecessary anguish, navigate life with a sense of calm, and focus our energy where it matters most. Lesson number 2. Reflect before reacting. In today's digital age, immediacy is often celebrated, making the art of reflection seem like a relic. Yet, pausing and pondering can be our saving grace in a world demanding rapid responses. Consider the countless decisions we face daily, from choosing a meal to deciding on a career path. The spectrum of choices is vast, but it's the manner in which we approach them that matters. For instance, when reading a message that strikes a nerve, the gut reaction might be defensiveness or anger. What if, instead of reacting immediately, you took a step back? By allowing yourself that momentary detachment, you give your emotions space to breathe and be understood. Reflection is not about passive acceptance or avoidance, but about active engagement with our thoughts and feelings. Ask probing questions. Why did this comment affect me so deeply? What past experiences are influencing my current emotions? Is my reaction based on the present situation or past baggage? Reflection before reacting fosters empathy and better relationships. It helps avoid misunderstandings and builds connections instead of burning bridges. In professional settings, leaders who reflect before deciding are often more respected and effective. They are seen as thoughtful, measured, and wise. Lesson number 3. Practice dispassion. In a world that feels like an emotional roller coaster, practicing dispassion might seem out of place. But dispassion is not about suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent. It's about cultivating a balanced perspective, a calm amidst the storm. Imagine being able to observe events, situations, and your own emotions without being overwhelmed. Think about watching a gripping movie. You feel tension, excitement, and sadness, but you remain in your seat, observing without getting lost in the drama. This is the essence of practicing dispassion. Being deeply engaged with life, but knowing when to remain seated in the theater of your mind. Dispassion becomes a lifeline in our modern age of information overload. It offers a buffer, a way to engage with the world sustainably and balanced. In interpersonal relationships, it can mean the difference between a productive discussion and a damaging argument. It allows us to listen effectively, respond rather than react, and navigate conflicts with understanding and grace. Lesson number 4. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Life is filled with moments that test our patience, resilience, and perspective. From minor inconveniences like spilled coffee to significant challenges like disagreements with loved ones, our days are punctuated with situations evoking a range of emotions. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to get swept up in our feelings. A powerful question can shift our perspective. Will this matter in 5 years? This simple yet profound question serves as a mental time machine, transporting us to the future and allowing us to look back at the present moment. Most of what we fret about today will be forgotten footnotes in the grand narrative of our lives. Using this question as a regular touchstone helps prioritize our concerns, distinguishing between short-term setbacks and long-term implications. This perspective fosters resilience, reducing anxiety and promoting problem-solving. It also encourages us to focus on what truly matters, investing in relationships, personal growth, and experiences that stand the test of time. Lesson number 5. Keep a Stoic journal. Journaling has been celebrated across cultures and epochs as a tool for introspection, growth, and clarity. The Stoics, with their emphasis on self-awareness and personal betterment, were no strangers to this practice. A Stoic journal is not just a diary of daily happenings. It's a space for reflection, a dialogue with oneself, dissecting emotions, decisions, and reactions. Imagine ending your day by recounting not just what happened, but how you responded. Why did a particular comment upset you? What triggered that burst of joy during a mundane task? By dissecting our day, we begin to understand our psyche's patterns, the triggers that sway our mood, the values that guide our decisions, and the habits that shape our days. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, kept a journal known as Meditations. It was a personal dialogue, a space for him to guide himself, reminding himself of Stoic principles to navigate life's challenges with wisdom. In our modern lives, filled with distractions, setting aside time for introspection becomes even more crucial. Over time, this practice can lead to profound insights, revealing stress-inducing situations, repeated mistakes, and the need for gratitude or mindfulness. It fosters accountability and personal growth, making it harder to ignore repeated mistakes or brush off lapses in judgment. Lesson number 6. See obstacles as opportunities. The world is rife with challenges, from personal setbacks to global upheavals. Obstacles are an inherent part of the human experience. But what if we viewed these challenges as opportunities in disguise? The Stoics believe that while we cannot always control events, we can control our interpretation and response to them. This perspective transforms challenges from mere setbacks to valuable lessons. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means every obstacle, every challenge, can propel us forward if we see it as an opportunity for growth. Consider a river encountering a boulder in its path. Instead of stopping, the river finds a way around it, either by eroding the boulder over time or carving a new path. Similarly, in our lives, challenges can redirect our paths, often leading to unexpected and valuable outcomes. A job loss might lead to a new career path or starting a venture. A failed relationship might pave the way for personal growth and deeper connections in the future. This Stoic perspective fosters resilience, encouraging us to face adversity head-on. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we begin to ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this experience shape me for the better?" Lesson number 7. Practice gratitude. In the vast tapestry of human emotions, gratitude stands out as a golden thread, weaving moments of joy, contentment, and perspective into our lives. The Stoics believed in the deliberate practice of gratitude, making it a daily ritual to anchor oneself in the present and appreciate life's blessings. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a deep acknowledgement of the myriad forces, moments, and individuals that enrich our lives. It's about recognizing beauty in the mundane, lessons and challenges, and the fleeting nature of every experience. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This encapsulates the essence of gratitude. Being deeply rooted in the present, cherishing every moment and experience. Consider the simple pleasures we often take for granted. The warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter, a meal shared with loved ones, or the breath that sustains us. By pausing to acknowledge and appreciate these moments, we magnify their beauty and significance in our lives. Practicing gratitude offers a counterbalance to our tendency to focus on what's lacking. By shifting our focus to what we have, we cultivate contentment, reduce feelings of envy or resentment, and enhance our well-being. It strengthens relationships, fostering bonds, mutual respect, and a positive feedback loop of goodwill and affection.